Hi Virgo. I chose to start with you guys because you gave the most feedback and you had the most views. So I am really excited and I appreciate it. So I wanted to show my gratitude and start with you guys. So before I started the video, I was meditating on the energy a bit, and things are really coming together for you. And I feel like you've been searching for so long for something that has been inside of you all along. And I feel like you're stepping into an energy of realizing that now. Like, yeah, I don't need this. And this would be nice to have in my life, but I don't need you and I kind of don't need you. You're realizing you need you more and that you are needing to invest into you. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's what you've been doing. Really taking the time to take care of yourself more and pay attention to what your requirements and what your needs are so that you can pour them back into you, which is really good because when you do that, you're letting the universe know that you're content. So the next relationship or the people that come into your life are going to be able to add value but take nothing away, because they can't take something away from someone who's already fulfilled. Say that out loud, because that's you. They cannot take something away from someone that is already fulfilled. And you are fulfilling yourself. When I was meditating and channeling, I'm like, oh wow, I am so impressed. So this is for your sun, moon, and rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's not for everybody. Now, if you guys would like to book a personal reading, the details are below. And we are going to get started. Okay. So you got some beautiful cards. And the first card I'm going to start with is the Skunk Spirit. And I chose this deck. I felt gravitated towards this deck, the Animal Spirit deck, because I feel like you guys are going to start seeing a lot of signs from the universe, more with animals. And I also feel like, I don't know the exact meaning offhand, but you can Google it. Look up the spiritual symbolic meaning of a skunk. There's a lot of animals in here, and if you want to look those up, you can, but skunk. I felt guided to tell you guys that. Skunk spirit, know your worth. That's the energy you're coming into. And I really like this card because you see the skunk, and what do you really know of a skunk? That it smells, it sprays. How much do you really know about the skunk? But the skunk doesn't care. You see how he's sitting on that flower? And you would never think that, because when you think of a skunk, most people think of ill, gross, They're not. Sorry, my internet. The skunk is knowing its worth, and it's time for you to know your worth. The skunk is like, I don't care. I smell like flowers. I don't care what you think I've been through. I don't care what I've been through. I don't care what you think of me anymore. I know my worth. You think I smell like shit. You think I'm this. You think I'm that. It doesn't matter, because here I am with my so-called smelly self, with my past and whatever I've been through, and I'm coming out smelling like daisies. I'm coming out, that's what it's sitting on, a daisy. I'm coming out smelling like daisies. So whatever you were going through and whatever you're still going through and still shedding, you're going to come out of it on top. You're going to come out of it because you're honoring yourself now. You're honoring yourself on a whole new level. You are really realizing, hey, I'm not what you thought. I'm not what you said. I am who I realize I am. I'm a goddess. I'm connected to God. Like, you're realizing you're amazing. The next card you guys got is the Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. So, I feel like this card has something to do more so with you being generous of spirit to yourself. Also, you can have an overstanding or an understanding of, this is not what I want, and I'm not going to accept this from someone. But be generous in spirit as far as the understanding of yourself. Don't try to have a good balance. Everyone has their different things that they went through that made them who they are. So you're going to probably have to step out of the box a little and say, this is why they are, so that you can come to a level of acceptance. So be generous of spirit with yourself. Don't go too much into trying to understand everyone else's way. Understanding is for you and acceptance is for you. Be generous of spirit to yourself. The next card you guys got is the Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. I also feel like any area of your life you were in like a victim mode, you're coming out of that. And no one really likes to hear that they were in a victim mode. I don't, because especially if you've been through a lot of trauma, it's like victim, my gosh, you know what I mean? But the truth is, okay, it happened. You have to feel it and heal it, right? So you can continue to deal with it. And when you do that and you come to a level of acceptance, then, you are able to step into an energy of victory. And then comes infinite possibilities. You are realizing you should work on some affirmations and say, I'm never alone, like God is with me. The universe is my best friend. Source is always working towards my highest good, like whatever it is you call God, universe. You need to start affirming that you understand how present things are for you and how things are constantly working in your favor. And, you guys need to hear this. Acceptance is a huge thing right now, because when you accept something for what it is, it doesn't mean that it's not going to bother you, and you have to allow yourself to feel. But when you accept it, then you can move forward in a different direction. And letting go of the old way of doing things and your old life is hard sometimes. A lot of times. Like that was hard for me. In a lot of ways, the death of who you were and kind of like everything you knew. But you're aligning with everything you deserve and desire. And you were searching for it in so many people in your life. And you're finding like it's in you. And then you're attracting those people more and more to you. I mean, this is an amazing reading. I don't even think I have any Virgo in my chart. I kind of wish I did. The next card you guys got is Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. So getting out of victim mode isn't easy. And And when I say victim mode, I mean because not that Virgos like to play victim, but sometimes we don't realize we're holding on to something, right? We don't realize it, and you guys are so strong, and you get shit done, and you get shit done for you and the world around you, and the burdens you guys carry sometimes, man. It feels like the world is on your back, and it's not fair. And the why I say the victim mode thing is because more so, let's rephrase it, like you need to continue to acknowledge that inner child that needed those things from your parents that you didn't receive, that you weren't able to receive, that you could not get from them, and you need to accept that they weren't able to give it to you. And so what you do is you acknowledge those parts and you embrace those parts of you. You hug yourself, you rub your arm, and you tell those things, you tell yourself those things that you needed to hear that you weren't told. So that's what I mean, like getting out, like, because once you acknowledge those wounds, then you come to acceptance, and you can move forward, and you step into your victory. And that's what you guys are really doing. That's what I feel. The next card you guys got is Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. So, I mean, it's really about you trusting, healing, and trusting yourself, and trusting God, trusting the universe, because you have so much energy around you that's going to move you forward a lot faster than you realize. Don't be afraid of any. You may have to make a sudden change soon. Like, you may have to really get firm on some boundaries with someone. Yeah, you may really have to be firm with someone, because I feel like they feel like you owe them something. Like, they feel very entitled. This could be a relationship, this could be family, but they have this sense of entitlement to your life. Like, if this was a stranger, you would not treat them like this, and you need to start protecting yourself even more. And you really don't. It's nice to do things for people. You owe you something. You owe you. If people did stuff for you because they want you to do it for them, then I don't know, like, they need to do something about that for themselves. I'm gonna pull a healing card for you guys. You got fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So get out in nature, and when you get out in nature, look at things through a child's eyes. Look at the trees, look at the plants, look at the things around you, and think about how much time it takes to come into these beautiful things that you get to witness, Mother Nature. And see it through the vision of a child. And I feel like that's also going to bring another level of healing. Make sure you're getting outside, grounding yourself, deep breathing. Everything is coming together for you guys. Keep working on you, and the possibilities, open to infinite possibilities.